Hey everybody, Brenda Earl Stokes, owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda, and I'm back for another Motivation Monday. And today I'm going to pose the question, what is holding me back? And this can be a really helpful thing to list, especially if it's not like what's holding me back is I'm a terrible person or I'm stupid or, you don't want to get into self-deprecation. But it is helpful every once in a while to take a look and say, there's some things that I've been wanting to do. There's been things that I've been really dreaming of or hoping for myself, but something is keeping me from being able to do that. I'll give you a couple of examples from my own life that I have had to take a good look at. And I'll say that probably the number one thing for a ton of years, like maybe my entire life until I was in my late 30s, was disorganization. And I know people that know me better think, God, she's so organized. But the thing is, I come by my organization honestly because I was so disorganized for so many years. Just ask my college roommates. And when I started looking at aspects of my life, things that I was trying to build, especially in my performance career, trying to get more bookings, trying to get more press attention and building my audience, I realized that my disorganization was really causing me a lot of stress. And when my son was born, everything really bundled over for me, like really bubbled over. It was bad because I felt just an incredible amount of overwhelm all the time. And so it was kind of time at that point for me to really get serious about tackling my chronic disorganization. And as I've shared on a bunch of Motivation Mondays before, minimalism has really helped me a lot with that. It's really taken me years to get rid of like just boatloads of things. Probably paring down my family's possessions maybe by like 50%. I mean, we've really gotten rid of a lot of stuff. And so tackling that disorganization made a big help. And then once I had gotten sort of my physical surroundings sorted out, then it was time for me to do other organization type things. One of those things being learning how to use a spreadsheet properly. Which again is like ridiculous. Like, of course I need to use a spreadsheet. How am I going to organize my contacts and all that kind of thing? And so it's been really a process in me kind of tackling my chronic disorganization. But when I posed the question, what is holding me back? That was something that just slapped me right in the face. I have to get on top of this. And now I'm very organized and I have spreadsheets for a lot of things and I have procedures in place. And I didn't just wake up one day and say I was going to do this. It's been a long process of reading books and asking for help and lots of podcasts and figuring out systems that work for me and for my family. But it's made an incredible difference in my life. So this is the kind of thing that I'm thinking about when you start to think about like what is holding me back. Another example, again, from my own life, which maybe will start to stimulate you thinking in your life, was I had an irrational fear of technology. Like irrational fear. Like it would be doing a system update on my computer would be like just a nightmare. And I really had an incredible fear around doing that. And so obviously when I started to get the idea about doing my online courses, that was something that was absolutely awful. And it prevented me, probably delayed my actually doing the thing for about a year just because I thought I can't do this. And yes, there was a lot of screaming and gnashing of teeth and other such screaming profanities into my computer. It was something that I was able to do. And part of what helped me to be able to tackle that was to admit that this was a fear that I had, that I was afraid of getting into technology and I felt that I couldn't do it. Sort of like I was talking about in last week's Motivation Monday, it was just a matter of tackling that fear and just putting one foot in front of the other. And then that really built up it was that move a muscle, change a thought kind of thing. And so those are two examples that I would say from my life that have been really hard to do. Oh, I'll say the third one too, because this one is like pretty poignant for this. I really felt uncomfortable marketing or self-promoting in any way. And it really, again, really had held me back because I had a very hard time kind of telling people what I was doing. And obviously as an entrepreneur, as a freelance, anything, you have to be able to toot your own horn. And the people that are tooting their own horns are generally just doing better than the people that aren't. And so that was another fear of mine and something that I really was really seriously holding me back. So these are the things, you know, when you make a list of the things that are holding you back, what happens is then you have a list of becomes your to-do list, you know. I know for a lot of my students or people that take my courses, the thing that is holding them back is that they have a lack of piano skills. I mean, that's why I started this whole thing. Was so many singers were coming into my studio, or people that I was meeting at conferences and workshops and things who were amazing singers. And the reason that they weren't able to kind of move on or expand their teaching or expand their professional life was because they didn't have piano skills. And so if that's your thing, if piano skills are holding you back from the life that you want, well, that's the first thing on your to-do list. The same with any other, you know, musical issues that you're having, or organizational issues you're having, or marketing. I mean, there's a million things that could be holding you back. And then turn that into your to-do list. So what do you think is holding you back? I mean, I just told you mine. You can tell me yours. You know, what steps could you do to correct that, to make those things not be holding you back, but to be assets that you can build and work on. So anyways, just a short Motivation Monday for Monday. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.